Hey guys, this is Jason.
Salut à tous, je m'appelle Amaury.
And welcome to another episode of Real Deal French. So, Amaury, it's sort of a stereotype in France that people are very lovey-dovey, that they fall in love very easily and sort of get very romantic very quickly. But the reality is that it's sort of true.
Yeah, I mean, French is the language of love, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we use a lot of small words like, to call our partners.
So we call these terms of endearment. So of course English has lots of terms of endearment, but today we're going to be talking about terms of endearment in French. So let's start off with a very sort of classic one, a basic one. It's almost the same as English as well. And which is that?
Bébé.
Bébé, so baby. And how would we use that normally?
A guy can call his girlfriend bébé, but the girl can call, obviously, the guy bébé as well. Bébé is really sweet. It's not something you call like the first month of your relationship, but then after a while.
So when you get into the groove of it a little bit more.
Oui.
And is this something that you use more with, for example, a boyfriend or with a girlfriend, or do older people use it more or younger people use it more?
Oh.
Everyone
can use it.
Okay, so very classic one. If you ever go to France and meet someone, maybe after the first month or so, you'll start hearing this bébé.
Oui.
But after that, we start getting into a bit more interesting territory because a lot of these terms of endearment in French are animal names.
Yeah.
We call people animals, or specifically my animal. All right, so let's start off with the one that men will commonly call their girlfriends or their female partners.
So there's a few of them. The first one is maybe sounds funny for you in English. It's ma puce.
Puce, as in, this is the French word for flea.
Yeah, you heard it right. Yeah.
So you're calling your female friend, your female partner, what have you, my flea.
Of course, when you think about a flea, it's not that sweet, but the word in French is really sweet, puce. So I guess we don't think about the animal.
But it's not seen as a sort of gross thing or a silly thing, it's just sweet, yeah?
Very sweet, very sweet. There's nothing gross behind that. It's really affectionate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sort of a similar one, maybe not as insect-like, but also sort of an odd one, is macaille.
Macaille.
So my possessive, and then caille. What is caille?
It's a quail.
So a quail, that bird that has the little thing on its head and walks around a lot, doesn't fly very much.
That's it. Yeah.
Why?
I guess the word is sweet as well in French. It's a small bird, so as well it's a sweet thing. And it's not as used. It's not as common as ma puce, I would say, or bébé. Macaille is more really like for older people. Yeah, for older people to say that.
Okay, so if you're slightly older and want to sound a bit more sophisticated, maybe macaille is the way to go. And maybe if you're much older and want to sound very sort of traditional or a bit more old-fashioned, you could call someone ma biche.
Ma biche.
So what is biche?
A biche is a deer.
So it's saying like my female deer.
Yeah. So very good for the animal vocabulary.
Yeah, it works. There you go. Now you guys know how to say flea, quail, and deer, those most common animals of all. And so this one's a bit more old-fashioned, you said, yeah?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. It was used like a long time ago. I think it's related to that, by the time of Bambi, you remember? Like
okay, so like 1950s, 60s.
Yes.
So maybe you won't hear young people say this, but you'll probably hear it some in media or on the streets, things like that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're talking a lot about men talking about their female partners, but what about women talking about their male partners?
So they say, mon lapin.
Mon lapin. So lapin is?
Rabbit.
Rabbit. So my rabbit. What do you think that is about?
Oh, come on, can I say rabbit's not sweet?
Okay.
A little furry thing, like, anyway.
That's a good one, Has anyone ever called you that before?
Mon lapin? Oui.
Okay, so maybe those guys out there, you'll get that someday as well.
Mon petit lapin, on peut dire aussi. Mon petit lapin.
So you can add this petit or petite for feminine between the ma or the mon or the animal as well to make it a little bit more cutesy. So my little rabbit, my little flea, something like that. An interesting one is one that's used between male friends.
Yeah. We call each other, like guys, ma poule, which is feminine.
And poule is?
Chicken.
So it's almost like saying my Hen.
Yeah, my hand. Yeah, yeah, literally is my hand.
What's that about? Is that an old thing? Is that a recent thing? Is that
Kind of a recent thing, and to be honest, I don't really understand why, but it's super popular. Like guys guys together, they're like ma poule. Ça va ma poule?
so it's sort of like a broy thing or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. Which is not really bro, but yeah.
Who knows? Slang is like that sometimes. So we have all of these animals, my this, my that, my flea, my rabbit, but of course you can always just be classic and use the sort of classic standby for calling someone that you love.
Yeah, it's still my favorite, mon amour.
Mon amour. So my love, you can say it in English, you can say it in French too, it always sounds good.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. If you're ever in France or the Francophone world and you're falling in love with someone and you need to know the right term of endearment to talk to them with, you now know a good handful of these terms. So make sure to go to openlanguage.com or download the Open Language app to study more French lessons with us and use the promo code REALDEAL to get your first month for only 99 cents.